Hi, everybody. Welcome to our public guest webinar for Onpassive. You're in for a real treat today. I'd like to welcome our first speaker. His name is Marty DeGarmo. He comes to us from the state of New Jersey in the United States of America. For over 17 years, Marty was a project manager for a large company and traveled across the globe and was very involved with that company. Then after that, he went into online marketing and he's been in that for about 15 plus years. Marty has done all different programs, has seen all different things come and go online, and he has a lot of wisdom in this area. And I feel like you need to just sit and listen to him, because when he speaks, it comes from the heart, and he has a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience, and we love having him on these webinars. So Marty, it's all yours.
I just got kicked off for a minute there. Anybody else lose a connection or no?
No, Andy said he did before.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, we're glad you're on, Marty. We're glad you're here.
Yeah, it's better if I'm talking and somebody's on the other end. I know that. Anyway, thank you very much, Susie and Ethel. Amazing job. Thank you very much. I should shut my phone off. It's going crazy. Welcome, everybody, on this 29th of June. Year's half over. You're here today to hear about a business not like any other, guaranteed that. And the difference will be whoever's watching this can create wealth with this system, flat out. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your knowledge is. I don't care what your experience is, who you might think you are or who you think you're not. You can make money with this business, and that's the beauty of the business. Mike Ellis will get in more detail because I'll just ruin the surprise, okay? But anyway, a little about myself. I'm 61 years old. I've been online since 2004. Same reason as a lot of people, was to make a little extra income, because the money I was making was not near enough to do anything. So paycheck to paycheck, just like 99% of everyone else. The first 8 or 9 years, since my wife isn't here, I can tell you I lost tens of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars, okay? I can say it out loud. It feels good. It's like a confession. And I know that a lot of people have done the same thing. This isn't that unique. Nobody's bragging about it because it sucks. But the point is, the reason it is either one, the business is a joke and they're not what they say they are. Two, you get in the business and you have to jump through hoops to make any money. The next one is you got a monthly subscription that you have to bring in 7,000 people just to pay that off even, because they don't pay enough. It's just a nightmare all the way around. And I found that no matter what business I was in, no matter how many years I did it, and the biggest problem of all for most people that I know of is traffic. Trying to get traffic. Yes, you can buy it. It's garbage usually. You could do a solo ad and throw your money away on that also. But until you learn how to market and build your own list, and you've heard this, it's almost impossible. And I don't care what anybody tells you. That's just the facts. This company's different. You're going to find that out. Anyway, after about 7 or 8 years, the old dog learned a new trick, and I could build teams. And I joined up with Mike Ellis and Dan Street, and we built big teams, really big teams. Guess what happened, though? The people we brought in and we introduced them to whatever business might have been that month, they couldn't make any money. Why? Because they're in the same shoes I was the first 5 years I was in. And we couldn't duplicate what we were doing. It's just a vicious snowball of crap, okay? And it goes on and on and on and on, and people keep getting in. And that's why when people hear business online, they shriek. The hair on their neck stands up and they're trying to hide, because it's burnt so many people. The reason we fell into this business about 2 years ago, thank God I bumped into it through Red Redford and Peter Rogers, is this business is the only one ever that I've seen where they do everything for you automated. State of the art, automated, step 1 to step Z. You're a grandmother, a grandfather, a single mom, a single dad. I don't care what country, I don't care what color you are, I don't care how fat you are, skinny, ugly, it doesn't matter. You get in this business, you can make money. It's that simple. Now, Mike Ellis is a poet with this, and he's going to explain to you exactly how it works so I don't ruin everything, okay? Don't get off yet. Don't get off this channel yet. Listen to Mike, and if you have any questions at the end, you can have them and you can write them and we'll answer them, or we will send you a recording of this webinar. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to my friend and business partner, Mike Ellis. Mike, it's all yours.
Yeah, no, thanks, Marty. You and Susie did a great job at explaining Onpassive, and I'll get into a little bit more depth about it. Marty and Susie are right. You're here, and again, this is primarily for the people that are new, that are just starting to explore Onpassive. And the things we're going to describe to you, they really are extraordinary. They've never been done online, offline, in business in the history of the world. And as we look at Onpassive, we're here to talk about wealth. I mean, that's why we're here. Can you develop an income? Can you develop a residual income? And if you can develop a residual income, then you can develop wealth. This is what Onpassive is all about. And Onpassive is an AI IT company. They are a full-bore corporation, artificial intelligence, informational technology company. They have a brick and mortar office in Hyderabad, India. That's high-tech city in India, with 600 employees there, technicians that have developed all the products of Onpassive. And the CEO of Onpassive is Ash Mufareh. Now, Ash Mufareh, he's the visionary, he's the brain trust behind Onpassive. And like Marty, Dan, and I, he's been online a very, very long time, and he's been very, very successful. And like Dan, Marty, and I, he had the same problem when he would bring people into his opportunity. It was really, really hard for him to guarantee they would be successful. And if you've been at this for any amount of time, it eats away at you when you bring people in and they cannot make money. And that's the reason people come in. They have to be able to develop an income. And because of that, Ash started to ponder how he could change that. What could he do? And he came up with Onpassive. Now, Onpassive, it is massive today. Like Susie said, we're in over 200 countries today. It is a massive corporation. There are a lot of moving parts in Onpassive. But Ash, as he came in and started to develop Onpassive, one of his main goals was to take the 97% that come online and fail and turn that number around and make sure that people, as they come on, they will succeed, they will be successful, they will build a residual income, and from there build wealth. That was his vision. And today, Onpassive is a reality. The things that Marty and Susie and I have just stated to you, they are a reality today. And although Onpassive has a lot of moving parts, it is massive. I want to focus on a few concepts that Ash Mufareh shared with all of us as we came in, and it changed everything. It really did give not only us a way forward, but the people we shared Onpassive with a way forward to build wealth and to start living the way they want to live, whatever way that is. So the 4 concepts that I'm going to talk about that changed everything are self-funding, for success, product, customer, and volume. And when you add these 4 or 5 concepts together, very, very simple concepts, but when you add them together, they become very, very powerful. Why? Because they will change your financial bottom line, your financial future. And in the end, that's why we're all here. Yes, we want to be successful. We want other people to be successful, but you have to be successful in your own right before you can share and understand what Onpassive is going to be doing for you. So as we look at these 4 concepts, self-funding, pretty easy concept. As you come into Onpassive and you start to participate with Onpassive, it is a self-funding business. You will pay once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. For me, that was really, really refreshing because I had been in many, many different businesses online, and you always had to pay month after month after month after month. And what happens with most people, because they don't have the time or the inclination to learn the skill sets to be able to develop wealth online, they'll do that for 4, 6, 12 months. And then they just decide, I can't do this anymore. I'm not making any money. I'm not going to do it. And they quit. That is not Onpassive. Onpassive, you will come in, you will pay once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. The next term is something that I absolutely loved when I heard it. Everybody that hears this term loves it. They don't quite know what it is, but they absolutely love it. And that's forced success. And when you boil it down, all it means is Onpassive is going to force you to build wealth online. Again, that's why we're all here to build wealth online. Now, how are they going to do that? That's the magic bullet. That's the key that everybody really wants to know. And in order to describe how Onpassive is going to force you to build wealth online, I need to talk about the customer side and the product side. The product side, it really is unique what Ash and his team have done. They've come in and they've picked very, very large niches that they're going to get into. And all of these niches, they're billion-dollar niches. And all the products that are made through Onpassive, through the tech team in Hyderabad, they're built from the ground up, they're proprietary, they're cutting edge, brand new technology. This is stuff you have not seen out in the marketplace before, and they're superior technology at a lower price point. Right there, when you hear that, at least for me, I got very, very excited about Onpassive. Not only do they have a superior product, but because of the ingenuity of Ash and his team, they're able to bring it onto market at a lower price point. And because of that, millions of customers will be flocking into Onpassive for a better product at a lower price point. That takes me to the customer side of Onpassive. As we look at the customer side of Onpassive, right now we've got about 4.6 billion people. That is our market. And of those individuals, there will be something in Onpassive for all of them. And I believe our market is K through 12. I believe it's small, medium, large size businesses. I believe it's colleges. I believe it's governments. I believe it's personal use. And there will be something in Onpassive for all of those 4.6 billion people. And why are these individuals going to come in and start using the products of Onpassive? They're going to do it, again, because the products are superior at a lower price point. It makes their life easier. It makes their job easier. It makes their bottom line better. So how is Onpassive going to bring the product side and the customer side together to work for us, those individuals participating with Onpassive? This is where it gets really exciting for those individuals just looking at Onpassive. This will give you a way forward to change everything. This is what Onpassive is going to do for all of us. As we look at the product and the customer side, what Onpassive is going to be doing is they're actually going to, those individuals that are participating with Onpassive, they're actually going to build them a sales platform. And on that sales platform, they're going to reach into the products of Onpassive. And one of those products is an automated marketing platform. And right now, there are about 53 different products of Onpassive. But the automated marketing platform has all the tools that we market online, all the tools we need to market online. And Onpassive is going to reach in that toolbox and build us a marketing platform, each and every one of us. And then they're going to hook it up to AI. And again, Onpassive is an AI IT company, artificial intelligence, informational technology company. They're going to hook it up to AI. And what that does for you and I is it makes our business 100% automated business now. And they're going to go a step further. They're going to reach back into that bucket of tools, and they're going to pull out traffic. Marty talked about traffic just a little bit ago. It truly is the backbone of online marketing, and Onpassive is better than anybody I've ever seen it doing this. But they're going to reach in, they're going to pull traffic out, and they're going to start driving traffic through our marketing platform. And as customers come in, and Onpassive is primarily a customer-based business, even though we have the privilege of participating with Onpassive, primarily customer-based. And as customers come in, love the tools of Onpassive, whatever it is, whether it's an automated marketing platform, whether it's an educational platform, whether it's an HR platform, human resources platform that businesses can come in and manage their human resources, within their business. They're going to love the products and they're going to come in. As these customers come in, A certain percentage of them will be placed underneath all of us. Whatever customer comes in and lands underneath you, you will get paid from the fee that they pay for that product, a percentage of that fee. And that fee, it is a monthly fee for these individuals coming in and using the products of Onpassive. Why is that so important? Because it takes your income from just an income to a residual income, because they're paying month after month after month after month. And because of that, you get a residual income month after month, year after year, decade after decade. And as these customers come in and land underneath you, Onpassive is going to manage all of this. Remember, 100% automated. You don't have to manage your customers. In fact, many of the customers coming in, they will not know who you are. We do not want them to know who we are. We just want to see Onpassive bringing customers in, having them land underneath us, and then getting paid a percentage off of what they're paying for the product. This is so ingenious. What Ash and his team have done, it really is remarkable to be able to put this system together, have the superior tools, and build a business that was meant for you and I, 100% automated. And as we come in, all we have to do is pay attention, continue to explore Onpassive. And as you do that, Onpassive will get better and better and better. Ash Mufareh and his team, it really is remarkable what they've done for us. They've given us a way forward. So how do we all come into Onpassive today? Today, there is a position. It is a founder position. It's a $97 position. And you can come in, pay the $97, and it locks you into the company of Onpassive. More importantly, it locks you into the pay structure of Onpassive. This is an extremely powerful position. And you're able to become a founder of a company that will be a unicorn company shortly, or as soon as they launch, which is $1 billion company, and you're in on the ground floor. And when we think about Onpassive and the founding position, as we move into the hard launch, right now we're in the pre-launch of Onpassive, and I'll get into that in just a little bit. But as we move from the pre-launch to the hard launch, Onpassive will actually start to build your team. It's one of the tangible benefits of becoming a founding member. And it's a big deal. Every time Onpassive brings in an additional founder for your team, it's another stream of revenue. And you want as many streams of revenue because they're like cash registers. Every time a customer lands underneath them, you get paid for it. And as we look at the traffic that Onpassive is going to be driving for all of us in this period, the traffic will increase for the founding members. As we get into the hard launch, that traffic will maintain and grow as we go into the hard launch. So the founding membership, very, very powerful position to come in and pay the 97s and become a founding member. As we get into the hard launch, how are the founding members going to come into Onpassive? And I want to give you a quick description of what's going to happen when we go into the hard launch, which is the global launch of Onpassive. As Onpassive goes into the global launch, the founders will come into Onpassive. We will all become customers. And we will have to pay a fee. It'll be a $250 fee. That is a monthly fee, but this is the fee you will pay once and you'll never have to pay again. The preceding months after that will be paid from the proceeds we make from Onpassive, the profits we make from Onpassive. So you'll pay it once, you'll never have to pay it again. After we do that, we've bought the products of Onpassive. We go into the back office, click a button, become independent resellers of the IT product. From there, Onpassive can pay us. And that has to do with the regulations throughout the world. It is what Onpassive has to do in order to pay us. And that's just the process we're going to have to go through. Now, let me back up to the membership fee, $250 to come in, become a member of Onpassive, and get all the tools of Onpassive. This is the time that Onpassive is going to go to work for us because we've come in and purchased the tools. And that's what that $250 is for, to purchase the tools of Onpassive, and we get them all. Onpassive is going to come in. They're going to set up the sales platform for us, for each and every one of us. They're going to hook it to AI using the tools of Onpassive. They're going to start driving traffic for us, and that's when customers will start landing underneath each and every one of us. This is such a big deal. By coming in, paying the $250, buying the products of Onpassive, Onpassive is going to use these products to develop our business, build our business, and build that wealth online that we're all looking to accumulate. This is what Onpassive is going to do for all the founding members in Onpassive, those individuals participating with Onpassive. And as we look at what Onpassive is going to be doing, it's real important to look at the sheer volume that Onpassive is going to be bringing in for all of us, because that affects our bottom line. You have to understand just how big Onpassive is. And again, as you continue to explore Onpassive, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But I want to talk about a couple of products of Onpassive to give you an idea of the sheer volume of customers that are going to be coming into Onpassive. And those two products are OStaff and OAcademy. OStaff is the HR product of Onpassive, human resources product. Businesses can come in and manage their HR department. And if you know anything about HR, human resources, and how companies manage their HR source, right now they're using 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different tools, and they're different tools. The HR product of Onpassive is under one umbrella, and it is absolutely awesome. And as these individuals come in and use this product, they're going to love it. Right now, when we look at the total revenue of companies in this niche today, they're doing about $18 billion in revenue a year. That's a really, really good sized market. Lots and lots of revenue. The other product that I want to talk about is OStaff. And OStaff, not OStaff, but OAcademy. OAcademy is simply a learning platform. And the amount of revenue that people are bringing in with this type of platform today is about $250 billion. It is massive. And when we look at these two niches, how much of that revenue will Onpassive bring in to Onpassive and to the founding members? I don't really know, but we know that the tools are superior to lower price point. They could bring in 20 or 30 or 40% of that market in 1 year because of the quality of the products. And when we look at that amount of volume coming in, it is in the billions of dollars, and all of that money is coming into Onpassive, and then a certain percentage of that money is going underneath the founding members of Onpassive, those individuals participating with Onpassive. And what I want you to take from this is the sheer volume that will be landing underneath all of us because of the magnitude of the niches that they're in and the amount of customers that they're going to be bringing in. Those are two products of Onpassive. Again, Onpassive has over 50 products. All of their products are billion-dollar niches. I believe in each one of these major niches that they're in, that they will take 20, 30, 40% of the market share in the first year away from these other companies that are also in these niches. If we look at just these two products, in a year's time, Onpassive would be a unicorn company, a company that has a value of $1 billion. Again, a large portion of that $1 billion will be coming to the founding members, those individuals participating with Onpassive. That's two products of Onpassive in a year's time becoming a unicorn company. We already know that as Onpassive launches to the world, day one, with all the products they're launching to the world, they will be a unicorn company on day one, a company that has a value of over $1 billion. Now, when you look at unicorn companies, there has never been a company that became a unicorn company in 1 year in the history of the world. It's never happened. Onpassive, and this shows you how unique what Ash and his team has done is, day one, as Onpassive launches to the world, they will be a $1 billion company. What will they be at the end of that year? And again, this is all about volume and the type of volume that's going to be coming in underneath you. I don't know how many billions of dollars they'll be worth in a year's time, but it's been projected that the first year Onpassive is in business, we'll have over 100 million customers. Again, our market is 4.6 billion customers. That's about 1% of that total. And that's the first year. Onpassive, what Ash has done, has given us a way forward that's going to have tremendous longevity. And when you look at longevity, now you have a way to develop wealth and develop major wealth over the years, decades, whatever your lifespan is, or how young or how old you are. There's time enough to come on, develop wealth, and actually leave a financial legacy for your family. So Onpassive is doing some really extraordinary things. As you look at Onpassive, keep it simple. Think about those four concepts: self-funding, for success, product, customer, and volume. Understand that Onpassive is a global company right now. Also know that there are no limitations or caps on Onpassive. Onpassive is not going to come in and tell you you've made enough money, you can't make any more. There are no caps. And there are no qualifications. You don't have to come in and sell. You don't have to come in and recruit. You don't have to come in and share. All you have to do is come in, participate with Onpassive. Onpassive, 100% automated using AI technology. Artificial intelligence is going to build a 100% automated marketing platform for you, and your total business will be 100% automated. So as you think about Onpassive, keep it simple. Come on in, continue to discover what Onpassive is, what they're doing, where they're going. As you do that, it's just going to blow your mind, because it does. It just gets better and better and better. And as you do that, make sure you come in, pay the $97, lock your position in Onpassive, and the pay structure of Onpassive. It's really, really a big deal. And from there, just get ready, because your financial future, it is going to change, and you're going to be able to live that lifestyle you want to live. That's where we all want to be in life. Take care of those finances. Don't worry about finances, and live life. This is Onpassive. This has been Ash's goal from the beginning, to come in and really make a difference in people's lives. And he has done it in a really, really big way. I'm going to turn it back over to the panel. If you all have questions, go ahead and throw them out there. These guys are really, really good. Again, like Susie said, you won't stump them. They have all the answers. And Onpassive will give you that way forward to get to that place where finances, you just don't think about it. So Marty, go ahead. Or Dan?
Susie, guide us somewhere.
Okay, I will guide this Onpassive ship. Well, thank you, Mike. That was a great presentation today. We're going to go into the Q&A, but before that, we'll see if anybody on the panel wants to say a few words. So if you have a question and you are a guest, please go down in the chat and type your question. Like I said, you won't be able to stump this panel. We have Charles Osung, who has been in the IT business for years. Andy Burks is with us, Dan Street, Marina Favit's here. I can even answer some questions. I've been involved with Onpassive for a year and a half. There's all different experiences here on the panel. And one of the experiences in life that I like to share, I'll share two quick things as we're getting ready for some questions, is I get a good feel for things. I can feel what's going on in a room, in an audience, with people. I get a good sense. And I got to tell you, I jumped right on board with Onpassive. I heard only a little bit, caught the vision, took out my American Express card, paid my $97, and said, oh, geez, what did I just do? Well, I did the best thing I've ever done in my life, because I caught that glimpse, and we're hoping you'll catch that glimpse. Then what I did is I continued to educate myself. So keep this very, very simple. There's a lot to digest here today. If you want a copy of this recorded webinar, please go down and send an email to onpassivenation@gmail.com. We'll make sure that's down in the chat, and we'll send it to you. Don't try to make this too complicated. So real simple, you have an opportunity to become a founder. Reach back to the person who invited you. They'll help you register. You pay that $97 once out of pocket, that's it. When we get ready for the official launch to the globe, you will become a customer, and you will pay out of pocket one more time, somewhere around $200. We're not quite sure of the cost of the package. And that's the second payment you will ever pay out of pocket. And then Onpassive will do the work for you, and your monthly subscription will be paid from your profit. I mean, this is something people in the online world have just gotten so excited about. How great is that? So if anybody on the panel wants to just say hi to everybody. Go ahead, Dan, and we'll look for some questions here. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Susie. Hey, yeah, I just wanted to interject something real quick here. Everybody here today, everybody on this panel, we're legitimately excited to help every single one of you guests achieve online success. I mean, we have been doing these webinars, these Zoom calls for a couple of years now, and we get more and more excited about it each time we give it, because we really, really want to help this company grow. And the reason we want to do that is because we believe in Onpassive. We believe in Ash Mufareh. And one of the other things I'll just interject quickly is that when we talk about the products, Mike was talking about the products, and these products are proprietary. These aren't Me Too products. These products are built from scratch. You'll see other products kind of like them online, but these are unique. They are built from scratch, and it's going to change the way we communicate online. It's going to change the internet. We are going to disrupt a lot of businesses out there that are currently on the internet. So that's a big key. And then the other thing I'll just throw out there is keep in mind that this is fully automated. Mike, we go over this over and over and over again. You pay once, you pay to become a founder, and then you pay one time, and the rest of the payments that you make are out of profit, okay? But you pay one time to become a founder, and then one time to activate your subscription, and that's it. So those are keys that you got to keep in mind. And I just wanted to throw those things out there. And go ahead, Marina.
Thanks,
Hi,
Dan.
Marina.
I always love. Hi, Susie. Thank you so much, Dan. I always love when you speak, because you speak with such sincerity, and yet it's factual. You know, we've been doing this for years now. You guys obviously a bit longer than me. I joined back in September 2019, and it just gets better and better. I can't explain it. It's such an exciting journey to be on. And Ethel, I absolutely love your energy. I just wanted to bring to mind, because Mike mentioned that every person that Onpassive brings in, or that you invite to the business, is another stream of income. And Richard Branson, well, this is about 2 years ago, the last time I checked, he had 400 different streams of income. Now, could you imagine if you just had 400 people that you introduced this business to? You are on par with Richard Branson. And believe me, the numbers are going to speak for themselves when Onpassive rolls out to the world. And our CEO, Ash Mufareh, told us in a webinar that we had not so long ago, listen to these words. He said verbatim, get ready for the greatest shape of your life. And, you know, the more we think we know what Onpassive is and how big it is, I think he just sort of nudges us to say, you've got no idea. It's bigger than that. Get ready for the greater shape of your life. And another quote that he says in the last webinar that he spoke, he said, Onpassive will give more value than any other company that has ever existed. Onpassive, he repeated it about 6 times, will give you more value than any other company that has ever existed. Now, if you take into account Amazon, for example, everyone knows Amazon. I don't use it because I'm in South Africa, and I don't even know if we have it yet. But Amazon created 40,000 millionaires. That's huge. That is huge. But Onpassive is going to create more millionaires than any other company that has come before, and offer you more value than any other company that has ever existed before Onpassive. And Onpassive will be humanizing business. Our CEO is not about money. He could be the richest man in the world, but yet he decided to share the wealth with you and me as founders. You know, he's got a heart for humanity, and he wants us to go out and help turn poverty into prosperity around the globe. He said, once your tank is full, and there will be abundance. He uses words like this, abundance and excess. What are you going to do? And that is what we discuss. That is what we're thinking ahead now. We're not thinking about how much money are we going to make anymore. You know, that's a done deal. Whatever your financial goal is, that's a done deal. We're thinking about how are we going to go out and help humanity, help our neighbor, help our communities, and help turn poverty into prosperity, one step at a time, one person at a time, and one project at a time. So I welcome you into Onpassive with open arms. You're not just a number, you'll be part of a community, of a family, and we will be best friends for life. So thank you very much. It was really awesome. Great presentation. Love being here. And welcome to all the guests that are here for the first time.
Yeah. Can I add something, Susie? Thank you, Marina.
Yeah, thank you, Marina. Yeah, go ahead, Charles.
So, because I want to thank, first of all the previous speakers. Mike did a fantastic job, covered everything. Okay, Dan said, like you said, spoke from the heart. Marina, you did a great job. What I just want to add, because I know I try to put myself in the heads of some of the guests, okay, and especially because those who have been in business before, online especially, a lot of them are thinking, well, is this one of those things, right? And I have done this, I've failed 3, 4, 5 times, okay, right? I get it, right? So here's what differentiates Onpassive from every other business that has ever existed up until now, okay? 3 things, and you're not gonna find that in any company. I don't care which company you go to. If you find those 3 things, you come back to me, I will be your first customer. Number 1, you do not have to recruit a single soul to make lots of money, not chop change, lots of money. That's number 1. Number 2, you don't have to come out of pocket month in, month out to pay something they call ownership in the industry. We all know when hard times come around, the first thing that goes out the window is what? That monthly ownership for something that you don't use. Okay. Number 3, and this might be the last point, but the most important, okay? Legitimate, viable products. By legitimate, I mean legal, of course, right? By viable, something that you need on a daily basis. If you don't have it, life is unbearable almost. I know a lot of people have sold juices, vitamins, all kinds of stuff. Well, you're going to tell me they're viable? Well, no, they are not viable. Because if you don't have them, I haven't had vitamins for, I don't know, ever since I was born maybe, but I'm still living, I'm kicking. Well, you take away my internet service. You take away my phone service. I might even pay them before I buy food. That's viability, my friends, okay? So when we say legitimate viable products, Onpassive has all of them. And guess what? Mike mentioned a few of them. Academy, right? Mentioned a few of them. Yes, they're viable. But let me just add a few that are even so viable. I know everybody uses them. I don't care if you're a barber, right? You're a cab driver, right? You use Google, all of us. What does Google use? Search engine optimization. Now, Onpassive, using artificial intelligence, which Mike mentioned, AI IT company, artificial intelligence is a disruptive technology. What does that mean? It comes once in a while, and it'll change the way we do things. We do not have a choice. Now, do you guys know AI is yet the most disruptive technology mankind has ever known? And we're going to be using that in every step of the development process, in every sprint, okay? Now, that AI, guess what? We're going to be using it in traffic. Mike called the word traffic like 10 times. But guess what? Traffic doesn't mean cars or motorcycles. No. I know some of you come from different backgrounds. You've never been in online business. You might be a nurse, like Ethel said in the beginning, and maybe you're hearing the word traffic in business for the first time. It doesn't mean cars or motorcycles. No. It means customers, people, targeted customers, customers that are looking for what you are selling. That's traffic. And we're going to do that using artificial intelligence. That is huge. So we have services that we use every day. Like if you're on here today, guess what you're using? Zoom, video conferencing, right? Video conferencing. And we use them all every day. We have our own. We call it O Connect. The images are clearer, 3D. It is more secure, end-to-end encrypted. They are faster, they are scalable, and above all, guess what? Like Mike calls it, lower price point. They are more affordable. When Onpassive launches, all those big guys, big players in this space, video conferencing like Zoom, okay, search engine like Google, community like Facebook, all of them, they are going to know there's a new sheriff in town, believe me. And all these products are in one place, under one umbrella, right? In IT, we call it single sign-on. Well, here's what's most important. Not only are they in one place, they are integrated. Take that to the bank. No company on earth has ever succeeded in doing that up till today. And Onpassive is what? 99% there. My friends, value. Short and simple. Okay? So if you're sitting on the fence, you need to get on board. Because whether you're a customer, whether you're an individual, a business, you're part of us or not, very, very soon, you're gonna need to use one or more of Onpassive products. That's it. Okay? That's all I'm gonna add. And then we're gonna go to Q&A, Susie. Or unless maybe Andy wants to say something.
Okay. Andy, thank you, Charles. That was very, very enlightening for our guests and for all of us. Yes, Andy.
I'm feeling very left out, Susie, so I thought it best to say something. Okay. Everybody else has had a go.
You.
Yeah, okay.
We love you.
I just wanted to add that the reason I am so excited about this, I am not technically minded in any way, shape or form. I'm figures. I have no clue as to how to put a capture page together, to do email marketing. I just don't understand it. I've read books and I got more confused than before. And the reason I really love this company, as everybody's mentioned, it's fully automated, but in simplistic terms, it means it will set up your domain name for you and a website. It will then put a capture page together for you and drive traffic to your website, where customers that want these viable, legitimate products and they're looking for these, and then it will close the sale for you. So once it's closed that sale, this customer becomes part of your group and you get a commission for doing it. What is simpler than that? Now, I love the idea. As I said, I'm not technically minded at all. Yes, I want to share it because I had this light bulb moment and I understand exactly what's going on, but I still don't know how to email marketing, to do email marketing. So this for me is my own business. Now, before I originally wanted to try and acquire leads for my previous business, having been in financial services for the 35 years. But now I just see Onpassive as my business and nothing else. It will do everything I want it to do and more, and I don't have to lift a finger if I don't want to. That's how simple this business is. Thank you.
Well said, Andy. We do have, I think I only see one question. And then, I think we may be able to wrap this up. And of course, I'll end with a few ending thoughts. Someone is asking, Abdul's asking, if any founder could not manage a new founder under his team, what will happen? So does anyone want to talk or discuss maybe, how that would work as a founder? I know Mike mentioned customers coming in, they are managed by Onpassive, but if someone would like to talk about bringing other founders in under you, how we keep those founders educated and engaged. Anyone?
Okay, I'll take that. So,
okay.
Yeah, so when you come in, what we expect for you to do is, what do I do next? And we have a onboarding every Monday. That's the first thing we do at our Q&A. So you come in today, you want to make sure you attend the very first one of them, at least, okay? Now, next thing you want to do, get your folks plugged in, right? They say if you're not connected, guess what? You're gonna die. That's the law of nature, okay? If you A fish, for example, you have to be connected to the source. You have to be connected to water so that you don't evaporate, right? If you're a tree, you have to be connected to the soil, right? For you to live. If you come into Onpassive, stay connected to those who have been around so that we show you what to do. Get into the groups. We have different group chats, Telegram, Facebook. Marina has a huge Facebook. And we have all kinds of group chats. We have a community in our back office. Check out what's happening, the webinars and stuff like that. And we have lots of webinars, right? So all you have to do is promote the webinars. That's it. That's all you do. We have webinars for guests, just like this one. You bring them in, we'll tell them about the business and answer their questions. We have webinars for founders only, where we'll answer all founders' questions, any question that you may have. And our CEO, by the way, is the most available CEO I've ever met in my entire life. Super available. Okay? So you're going to see him almost once a week, guys. If he has a chance, he will be with us at any point in time. So guess what? He's available. We are available. The Leadership Council, we are available. And there are lots of other leaders in the company. Lots of them. Guess what? We are all available. Once you get into Onpassive, it's like a culture, right? It just gets in you. Like Marina said earlier, we're not even worried about money anymore. We are worried about what we are going to do with that money. Okay? And we need more people with heart, right? Onpassive is a company with heart. So we are there. Just get connected. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Can I add something?
Sure, go ahead.
Mike mentioned this earlier on, and I think this is an important aspect. In our first year, we anticipate taking on 100 million customers. Just think of the influx of customers we're going to have in the first few months. If any founder hasn't got 3 in his first month, I'll eat my hat, and you guys can watch.
I'll eat a hat too. Well, thank you, everybody. We do have a question, which is what I was planning to end on anyway. It's from Dr. Vincent. Does Onpassive have a target number of founders before it launches? I'll have someone else speak to that. But like I said when I opened up this webinar, and like I'm going to end it, this isn't about us. It's about you. Who's going to benefit more by becoming a founder? You. We want founders, like Charles just said, who have a heart and catch the vision. You know, it takes a special person to jump on board, catch the vision, and be part of this journey with us. We, quite frankly, and I'm saying this off the cuff, we don't need any more founders. There's over 730,000 founders around the globe now. We just have an opportunity right now with time to share it with people like yourself. And like we said, you're the one who's going to benefit the most from it. So as far as a number of founders, once you become a founder, you can sign your non-disclosure agreement, and then you'll have access to proprietary information, the recorded private webinars where you can hear our CEO speak about how many founders and the vision of the company, unless someone wants to add a little bit about the number of founders.
Yeah, Susie, the number of founders, they could be up around a million people. Ash hasn't shared that with us, but we did have another question in there about the products of Onpassive, and were they going to have to sell the products of Onpassive? No. If you want to see all the products of Onpassive, go over to onpassive.com. All the products are there. You can review all the products that are there. They're absolutely awesome. But you will not have to sell a single product. That's what we're getting Onpassive to do for us. We're putting them to work for us. They are going to bring in the customers. They are going to make the sales. They are going to take care of all of those customers. You don't have to do any of that. That's one of the magical things about Onpassive, 100% automated. So don't worry about sales. Don't worry about sharing. Don't worry about any of that. obviously, if you have an inclination and you want to build your team and share Onpassive, there's a lot of ways you can do that. Charles talked about it. Marina talked about it. Believe me, if you get people just to the webinars, they'll sign up. In time, they will sign up. So don't worry about sales. Onpassive, 100% automated. And the reason we share it is because we care about people. I know what's going to be happening. I know the amount of money that's going to be coming into every founder. And it would be a shame for me to leave my brother out in the cold, or my sister, or my brothers and sisters around the world out in the cold. If you can share it, bring them to a webinar. They'll come in. That's it, Susie.
Yeah, let me add something about the number of founders, Susie. Because,
sure.
And the reason I want to do that is, please don't sit back and thinking that we're waiting for a certain number of founders. If you have the opportunity, you have the means, jump in. Because a couple of webinars ago, I said that we are already at a point more than what he had in mind. Okay, we are already at more than what he had in mind, which means, and he even said, we could do away with some of the bad ones, some of the few knuckleheads, okay? So what I'm saying is, get in, okay? At any point in time, we're not waiting for a number of founders in order to launch. We are waiting for all the products to be tested fully, and they're ready. At that point in time, any number of founders that we have, we will launch, okay? So he has something in head, but we've already surpassed it. Just so you know. So get in before the door is shut. That's all I wanted to add.
If you get in, you will win.
Yeah.
Okay, we have one. Can you leaders guess exactly when Onpassive will be launched?
Yes.
We don't have a crystal ball, but we have a good idea when it's ready, right?
I'll take a wild guess. Yeah, sometime this year.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I think I'm right. No, it'll be soon. It'll be soon enough. Trust me. It's a big organization. It takes time to link all this together. No company did as big and as many products as this company has in such a short amount of time. Keep that in mind. And we're going to wrap it up. Everybody, thank you for being here. If you want to know what a knucklehead is, you can write me at onpassivenation@gmail.com. I will also give you that definition because I know a couple. But anyway, thank you very much. Invite people here. It's a lot to swallow, but trust me, don't waste any time. Get in, like Charles and everybody else here said. Thank you very much and have a great day.
All right.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.